guys, Jessica Willis with Willis Advisory and Insurance, and we are continuing our 28-day posting challenge, breaking down the summary of benefits in small, digestible sections, as well as providing really good cost-saving tips when it comes to insurance plans. Hopefully, these small series really give you some education and knowledge when it comes to selecting a future plan. Today, we are going to cover the difference between a group plan, employer-sponsored, a ACA plan, the public marketplace, or a private plan. So let's go. So we're going to start with an employer plan today, a group plan, and we're going to talk about what it is, the pros and cons. Now, an employer plan is coverage that is supplied by an employer. You get it through your work. Most of the time, you are a W-2 employee and you have the option to enroll in health coverage. Usually, a portion of this is shared with your employer. It gives you the option to cover yourself as well as your dependents or spouse. The pros of an employer plan are the monthly premiums, right? It gets broken down into a paycheck, and then also the employer is contributing, so it is much more affordable. Typically, these employer plans do offer comprehensive coverage, so coverage for doctor's visits, prescriptions, hospital stays, and emergency rooms. Most employer plans also offer dental or vision and the option to opt into life insurance coverage. The cons with an employer plan is that you're limited, and most employers supply 2 or 3 options to select from. If you leave that job, you also lose that coverage. Now, you can continue it with COBRA, but you're not getting that employer contribution there. You're paying that full monthly premium yourself. It's not always the cheapest option that is available when it comes to an insurance plan for you and your family. Now, I personally do feel that if you are offered an employer plan, that is always the best direction to go, down of the monthly premium spaced out between paychecks, and the fact that they do offer comprehensive coverage. But it is not always the best option for certain families. The next coverage that we're going to talk about is the ACA, the Affordable Care Act, or Public Marketplace. So what is the ACA or Public Marketplace? These are plans that are sponsored through the government. So very similar to an employer plan contributing to that monthly premium, you can qualify for a subsidy premium tax credit to have the government help pay that monthly premium while you pay the remainder. The ACA will cover all pre-existing conditions and gives you coverage for the essential benefits like preventative care, maternity and mental health, drug or alcohol rehab. Now, the pros are if you can qualify for a subsidy, you'll have a low monthly premium cost. No one can be denied for this coverage if they have a pre-existing condition, and there are multiple different options available to you with different networks. And the cons, not everyone can qualify for subsidies. So if you have a higher income, the less the government will contribute. So the more you'll end up paying for that monthly premium. And it is restricted to the time period with open enrollment and when you can sign up. And then there are private options, which are off the exchange. And then are purchased directly with the insurance companies instead of through the ACA or public marketplace. Private is often used for people who do not qualify for a subsidy. Pros of having a private plan are you do have more flexibility with the choices of plans, network, and coverage options. There is no income limits for the people who have a higher or greater income and don't qualify for a subsidy. And these plans do offer broader doctor and hospital access. Cons, well, these private plans can be more expensive when you're not able to qualify for a subsidy or not all private plans cover pre-existing conditions or they have waiting periods. And these private plans sometimes do have medical underwriting, so you may not qualify for these plans if you have a pre-existing condition. Ultimately, these plans are best for people who are healthy, don't qualify for a subsidy, and need the broader scope of coverage like nationwide coverage. So when choosing the plan that you think would work best for you, if we're looking at just cost, well, an employer plan is going to offer you that lower cost. An ACA plan can also offer you that lower cost if you qualify for a subsidy, and private plans can sometimes vary on that cost. Now, if you're concerned with a pre-existing condition, employer and ACA plans will always cover your pre-existing conditions, but a private option may decline you for that or not offer coverage with a waiting period. right health insurance plan can definitely be overwhelming, but I hope that you guys were able to take some small snippets of information when it comes to your future plan. Is it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Continue to follow along as we talk about health insurance and breaking down the options to save you guys money and really put you in the best spot. Willis Talkin' Insurance on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. And if you need that one-on-one time to just review your current plan or help shop for a new options, book it at willis.care. Y'all be good. See you tomorrow.